Surprise! So we have had a really big day today. We have done Alessia's birthday and it's just been a bit of a crazy week. So rather than trying to get all the content together and edit and all the stuff that goes into making these videos every week, I thought I would just jump on and go live. So there's been quite a number of questions coming in and people leaving comments, which is absolutely great. I love reading all the comments and all the questions, but sometimes the questions and the answers aren't really appropriate to pop into the actual videos each week because it just wouldn't make much sense. So I thought I might just surprise everyone and just do a bit of a live. So I thought that I would just chill out Sunday evening and hop on and be a part of this beautiful community that we've managed to create over, oh my god, how many weeks now? I think this would be episode 29 or 30, and I really didn't think I would honestly get to 30 episodes. This is just crazy, and I'm really nervous about doing this evening because I'm totally out of my comfort zone. There's no editing, there's no going back, there's no making changes and whatever else. So this is completely new. So while I wait for the rest of you to join, because it is a little bit early, it is 5 to 8 and we don't normally go out until 8 o'clock. I might just answer some of the questions that I've had. So one of the questions, and I don't even have my notepad, it shows you how organised I am for this, was what do you miss about Australia or the UK? And I think I probably have answered this one before, but family, friends, not heaps of stuff to be fair, because we really do enjoy our new lives over here. But family, friends, I think some of our old haunts, which really towards the end were getting to be a bit repetitive and boring, but some of the foods, like in Australia, we have got awesome Asian food, Thai food, Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Indian, Malaysian, so I really do miss that here. And if you can hear a noise in the background, it is my son Luca trying very carefully not to make a noise, opening up a big bottle of Coke. You better be careful. So who's on? Ashlyn and Melissa and Matea. Phew! What questions have you got? You can fire away tonight, it's free for all. You'll love my mirror. That was actually one of Craig's finds on one of the holidays. Don't know if you can see it. One of the holidays a few years back that we came to, we went on a tour up the north of the island, and we went to a place called La Maddalena, and it's beautiful up there. And there was a little guy who used to go along the beach and get all this like reclaimed wood off the beach and then just start carving things. So this is a fish mirror that everyone comes in and always comments on this. We did have some other bits and pieces that Craig got. I've got to let him have his own way sometimes. So yeah, they started in the living room and are very slowly arriving towards the front door. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't always fit in with the interior design ideas that I've got. So yeah. Anyway, where's your questions? I know someone's going to ask me about skincare because I think every week I get asked about the skincare. So I've got the skincare stuff set up to show off.
So they are asking questions.
Yeah, I can't see the questions. I've got my little editing birthday girl here, Alessia.
How have you found YouTube?
How have I found YouTube? To be honest, I found it okay because Alessia done her degree in film and television, so she's my little IT whiz. So yeah, I kind of film the content and then Alessia does the whole YouTube side of things. And yeah, I sort of find it's a bit of a minefield. I'm still trying to find my way around the platform and trying to work out what's what. But yeah, so far so good. We had a few hiccups, I think, a few weeks back. We tried to upload one of the videos, I think at 1:30 on a Sunday, and it didn't upload until through the night on the Monday, which was sort of a one-off. It doesn't normally happen. So yeah, so I think that was really the only hiccup. It just depends on the download time. Sometimes we can be really lucky and it might take a few hours for it to download and for them to do all the checks, and other times it can be 6-7 hours, which is why some of the videos have come out slightly later than what we intended. But yeah, what's this? Serena! You make me laugh, Serena, sometimes when I read the comments. They're just so naughty. What can we expect for the next video? So we had a massive couple of days. It's been a huge week actually. My son Ryan left on Monday to go back to Australia with Kiana. And he broke his hand 2 weeks before. So we were just trying to organise things in Australia for him, so that when he gets there he can get his hand checked and his cast off and just, yeah, all that sort of stuff. Then Craig and I moved into the cottage back in December. So we have really been living between two houses for the past 2 months. So we're sort of half over there and half in this one. And of course, when you've had 4 young people, teenagers in the house, yeah, we done a big deep clean, spring clean before we started moving all our things back across from the cottage. And we're still not 100% there, but yeah, we're mostly in this house now. So Alessia's birthday was today. We had a really good day actually. Yesterday we found a really good Chinese in Oristano, which is our next big town, so that was really good. Done a bit of shopping, so we'll show you a bit of that. Today we went to a place called Il Pozzo di Santa Cristina, and it is a national park, an archaeological site. And it was absolutely beautiful. It was just, yeah, it was a really good day today. And then we went up into the mountains and found this little microbrewery where we had lunch. And yeah, we had a really good day today. So I think that might all be in next week's video. And what else? House update as well. My God, it has just been crazy. I know it's only been a week, but it feels like a year has gone past. How has the house build been? Love DIY videos. Yeah, I love DIY videos as well, and I get really, really great ideas, but then when it actually comes to it, I think, oh, I might just find someone that can do this for me. It looks too complicated. Yeah, the house build next door is coming along so quickly. I had this conversation with a friend that lives at the bottom of the road, so she passes every single day so she can see it coming along. And even she said, oh my God, I can't believe where they're at. We're really only maybe 6-7 weeks into this build, and I sort of feel like where they're at now, I was expecting them to be maybe Easter time, and they're not. We got up the other morning, I think it was Thursday or Friday, and they'd shut the whole road down. So bear in mind, this build is getting done straight next door to my house. So they'd shut the whole street down. The builder hadn't told us, the architect hadn't told us, and the truck came and was actually lifting the big wooden beams that are going to hold up the roof. So now we've got these massive wooden beams in place, so they're totally ready to put the roof on now. So we were asked, you know, how do you want to do the roof? What material do you want to use? You need to pick out your wood now. What colour timber do you want? Then on Friday they said, okay, you need to start picking your windows, you need to get some quotes in, here are the measurements. So we spent Friday afternoon as well. Oh my God, I really have done so much this week when I have to go back and recount. So we've got a couple of quotes in, or we're waiting to get a couple of quotes in, and I finally found out what colour we are to use. I think in last week's video we were going round the town showing you the different colours and styles of things. Yeah, I wonder who's got this right. It's green. We have to use the green. But do you know how many different shades of green there are? I quite liked the green. In all fairness, I was sort of leaning towards the green anyway, only because we've got the blue in the other house and I love it. It is beautiful and it is such a feature of that house. So yeah, I was sort of like, oh, do I keep it the same or do we go for something different? It's still rustic and it's still traditional. It's just, yeah, something a bit different. So I was leaning towards the green, and then when the architect said, no, it is green, that's what the plans were, that's what's been approved, we went and had a look, and there's like 10 different greens, like I thought sage green maybe, but no, apparently there's 10 different greens. So yeah, I've got my work cut out having a look at all the different greens.
You might have missed some of those questions.
Yeah, I think I did. I'm too busy yapping.
Caitlin has asked, what is your skincare you are glowing?
Caitlin, you say this every video, and honest to God, I don't feel like I'm glowing. I promise you, I do not feel like I'm glowing. I don't have crazy skincare regime. I truly don't. It's whatever is the quickest, easiest thing. But I knew I was going to get this question, so I've actually brought, give me a second, I've got all my, and this is just some of it, even though I've said it is a basic skincare thing, and this is not a plug for this company. I don't get paid to do this, but I thought I'd get it all out. So I have used Dermalogica since I was 22, and I went and got a facial for, I don't know, it was a birthday, someone gave me a birthday voucher one year. I went for a facial, and this was the product that the salon was using. And you know how you get like talked into like buying products at the end of things? I ended up buying them, and honestly I've just stuck with them. So I use Dermalogica, I've used the special cleansing gel, which is the face wash, really easy. Use a bit of that. I slap on a bit of the serum, and because I'm getting older, I'm having to move up through the levels of serum now and the range. But I put the serum on, this on, which is awesome. I use the micro exfoliant, which is beautiful. I think like when I can remember, it sits in the shower. So when I can remember and I've got a bit of time, I just use that. And yeah, probably twice a year when I remember, I'll use that. What is it? Multivitamin thermofoliant. And that's it. That is literally what I use. I've used it for over 20 years and I'm still using it. So yeah, it must be a good advert for Dermalogica if I'm glowing. What's the next one, Alessia? I can't see them all. They're all going too quick.
Asked, is there any events coming up with the change of seasons?
Oh, yeah, heaps. So January is kind of like I feel like January actually took a year to pass by this year. I don't know what happened this year with January. But yeah, January is very quiet on the island. Really, really quiet. I think everyone just starts to hibernate and shut down. And then February, we have got Carnivale coming up. So we've got Carnival. In Oristano, they have their big festa, which is Sardinia, which we might try and cover next week. What else have we got? God, there's seriously, Sardinia is an island. I think you could probably do a festa every single week. There will be something somewhere in some town. I actually went through the list the other day to try and plan a bit, and they've got the Festival of Tomatoes, the Festival of Cherries, the Festival of Plums, the Festival of Potato, like any fruit, veg that you can think of, they managed to make a weekend party out of it. So yeah, there's plenty starting to happen now. So yeah, we will cover it. What else we got, Lesia?
Well, we've got an update with Pepper's Street.
Will we be getting another recipe video, Love the Beans? Yes! Actually, everyone, I got into so much trouble this week because I just didn't get round to doing it. But we eventually got it, the asparagus. I can't put my hand up and say that I picked it myself. My uncle next door is a famous asparagus picker. That sounds so weird. And he kindly gave me a big bunch of wild asparagus, and I've got a few recipes. I've bought all the ingredients. I just haven't had a chance to make it, so I might do it this week and pop it in next week's video. So yeah, I love the chicken with your dad. Oh my god. Well, he's gonna be back. He's already booked his tickets, so Dad will be back at the end of May, and he is staying with us for 6 months. Shit, you know. He's going to be here for 6 months, and yeah, we will be making lots of cooking videos because Dad's a chef and he sort of commandeers the kitchen when he's here. So, is he single? I actually can't work this one out, Serena. Yes and no. What else we got? I've missed a lot. Sorry, I've missed a lot of these. They're coming in so quickly.
Will we be getting a shopping vlog? Would love to see more fashion.
A shopping vlog with more fashion. Yeah, we can do that. Definitely do that. I think we don't really have like massive big shopping malls and like high streets like in the UK or Australia. What you find is there's lots of little privately owned artisan shops. So like you get the leather shops. Serena, please do not comment on this. And it will be like for handbags and belts and shoes and I don't know, whatever. And what else? Like everything's like individual. They're all privately owned stores. They're all individual little stores. So what I'm finding now is if I have like A, B, and C on my list, I know exactly what stores I need to go to, rather than driving into like a shopping centre, needing one thing, and then spending like 6 hours there, and just coming home with a load of crap, basically, that I didn't need. What is Sardinia famous for in terms of alcohol? Asking for a friend. Wine, like they've got the wine, they have the grappa, myrtle, which is like I want to say blueberry, but it's not really blueberry, it's a liqueur. What did you say, Alessia? Myrtle, grappa. Vernaccia is a Sardinian, it's almost like a sherry. You wouldn't have it like a wine, but you wouldn't have it as a shot either, so I don't really know how to explain that. But yeah, we have lots of good alcohol here, Serena, so yeah, you're going to have to come over. Has YouTube been hard? What would your advice be for someone else who wants to start to vlog? Get a daughter that's done a uni degree and this sort of stuff. It really helps a lot. Yeah, I don't know, just pick your topic. I think this was actually a question that I got through. I've just followed like heaps of accounts. Obviously, I've got my favourites on YouTube who I like to follow. Never really thought about doing a YouTube channel because I really struggled getting in front of the camera. And then coming over here, I realised that you have lots of YouTubers and lots of accounts that are doing Italy. So if you're interested in Capri or Tuscany or Positano or Rome or wherever it is in Italy, you're going to find lots. There wasn't really any vloggers doing Italy and not like English language, I suppose. And I just felt that what we were doing, being on lots of social media, like the Facebook groups and Instagram groups just over the years, that a lot of people were looking to not just come to Italy, but I think Sardinia as well. A lot of people come on holiday and fall in love with it and think, you know, could I do that? Could we buy a place and do 3 months or 6 months a year or whatever? And when Craig and I sort of made the move to come over, that's when I thought, you know what, this would actually be good to sort of document our journey. And I have a huge passion as well for Sardinia anyway. And I just wanted people to see what the real Sardinia is really like, because the Sardinia that you visit, you know, June, July, August isn't the same Sardinia, you know, in January, February, March or whatever. And yeah, there just wasn't anyone doing it. There wasn't anything out there. So I thought, why not? When is the best time of the year to holiday? Honestly, I think the island is beautiful all year round. Like, we are the 23rd of February. This is still winter and we had 20 degrees today. We've had a beautiful day. You know, we just wore a really, well, I didn't even wear my jacket today. I just had my jumper on and then I ended up taking it off because it was too hot. So the weather's beautiful. We don't really get extremely cold winters, although if you go more inland into the island, you will find a bit of snow occasionally if you want the snow. Mind you, I don't think you would come to Sardinia for the snow. But like, I think spring and autumn is beautiful. I think they're really pretty. Spring, you've got all the wildflowers, it's not too hot. And it's just a really pretty time of year to come. Then July is the hottest month, Like last year we were having like days well over 40 degrees and it was just uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. We've had Craig's parents and grandparents over in July, and I probably wouldn't have them back in July because it wasn't fun in that we couldn't really go out and do a lot with them because it was just too hot. Like when it's those sort of temperatures, you don't even want to go to the beach. So July is packed as well. You've obviously got school holidays and everyone just sort of comes over. It's one of the busiest times of year. But I think favourite would be September to come. So it depends what you're looking for. We get really hot in the summer, like July is the hottest. The dampest month, coldest month, I would say is like November, December is a bit, it is cold, but damp cold. And then the rest of the year is beautiful. Will you be renting out the new house? Yeah, we will. So the plan is for these houses is obviously we have a lot of family and friends that come over through the year, and the house that we're in at the moment was my grandparents' house. It's 3 bedrooms, it's got 1 bathroom. I am planning on building another bathroom because we desperately need another bathroom. But this house was a holiday home when we used to come over when the kids were small. So it is big enough for Craig and I and a couple of the kids. It is not big enough to be able to accommodate everyone. So that is why we bought the little cottage a few years back, obviously with the intention of doing it up, which we have. So when we have family and friends over, it is going to be like we can actually host people, which will be lovely. And then when no one's in it, we intend to rent them out as holiday homes. What's the next one, Alessia? Will we be filming the furnishing of the new... yeah, of course. That is a whole part of it. I love all the interior design stuff. So now that I know what colour the windows are going to be, that's crazy. I would never have that sort of thought if I was doing a house in Australia, the UK. What colour are the windows going to be so I can plan my sofa and all the rest of it around. But yeah, now that I've got green in my head now, I'm starting to go through Pinterest and get like mood boards up so that I can start picking the interiors, but I'm not quite there yet. So I'm just getting my ideas together before I go shopping for anything. But I definitely will be filming it and showing you what my ideas are.
Probably have time for 2 more questions.
2 more questions?
Yes, so many.
Oh my God, have I been talking for nearly half an hour? What lipstick shade do you use? Lovely colour. I don't know what lipstick shade. Sometimes I put one on in the morning and then I go out and it's rubbed off, so like I just grab another one, so I end up with like 10 different colours on, so it's whatever colour it comes out. Would you film a top 5 places to go? Would love recommendations. Oh my God, I don't think I could actually whittle it down to 5 top places. I think the thing is with Sardinia is it's an island. It's not a huge island, but it's a decent size. And each region is totally different. If you go to Alghero up in the northwest of the island, Alghero and round there has got a huge Spanish influence. So it's all like Catalan, so all the signs are in Spanish. There are dishes up there like paella, and yeah, it is just totally different vibe from the rest of the island. So depending on where you go, it is all different. So I don't think I could whittle it down to top 5 places because there's just so much to see and do here that yeah, it would probably burst into more like 20 places, but maybe I could do my top 5 places to go so far. Is Sardinia very pet friendly? I have a Labrador. I can't part with. Do you know what, Ashlyn? You all see it. We brought a big buff-head Labradoodle over from Australia, and he's 10. And we bought him in Scotland. And in the UK, he went everywhere with us. He stayed at hotels, he's travelled up and down the whole of the UK, never had any issues. And then when we took him to Australia, it was a bit of a culture shock for us because they're less pet friendly. Although everyone seems to have animals, there wasn't a lot of places that we could actually go out for the day and take the dog with us. But coming here, it is totally changed again, and almost like we've gone back to the UK. He was with us the whole day today. He was at an archaeological site, he was at a national park, he was in a brewery. They've got shopping trolleys that you can put your dog in, which obviously I can't lift a 32 kilo Labradoodle in a trolley, but if I wanted to take him to the supermarket, it wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, very, very pet friendly.
You've got time for one more question.
One more question. What will you be cooking next? You should get a cookbook. I have thought about a cookbook, but I don't know if I'm good enough to have a cookbook. I might let you decide. But yeah, I'm going to do the cooking. Actually, I'm not going to promise because I've got another busy week coming up. But yeah, I have got a beautiful bunch of the wild asparagus that I mentioned before. So my idea was to make these like wild asparagus fritters, and I've got ricotta and pecorino and things in it, and they're beautiful. They're like little puffed up clouds of deliciousness. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a go.
You might have time, just running over time.
Sorry, I've got to speak to my producer.
Any hints for the next video, Blue? And that'd be the last one.
Alright, last question. Any hints for the next video? I feel like I've promised too much already. So we're going to do a bit of cooking. You're going to see the well of Santa Cristina, the microbrewery that we went up to today. We done a bit of filming in Oristano yesterday. And yeah, whatever the week brings. And I just want to let you know, I really don't organise, I know this sounds really bad, I don't really organise the content for these videos like weeks ahead. And I know that there's some other people on YouTube that maybe have like 2-3 videos out in advance. I kind of just film our daily lives and then hopefully get enough content to put out like a 20-minute, half an hour video, because I didn't really know how well this would all be received. So if you look at the videos, I've sort of gone from like 15 minutes to 20 minutes to now we're sort of reaching half an hour. So it is just a snapshot of a week, what we do in a week, and obviously every week's different. We do have the house that we're doing now, so that can go in there and I can keep everyone up to date with, you know, the house build, because I really enjoy watching stuff like that, and I think you guys do as well. So yeah, this has been really good. This has been really good. So I've been talking for 34 minutes. I have to thank you all for, honestly, I haven't created this, you guys have created this, and it's been really fun just to jump on and surprise everyone with a live. It's my first live, so yeah, felt the pressure a bit tonight. But please keep sending your questions through. I love reading your comments, and I do read as many as I can. I do have the Instagram that I'm still building up, so if you want to, I do put stories up there like every day. So yeah, if you want to check in and see what we're doing day to day, you can hop onto the Instagram page. And yeah, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and I've loved this tonight, so we need to organise another one soon. Ciao.